Those who want to learn the real trading, they must have the circle like us.
My ex-girlfriend, and she left me because after many years of not seeing result, I went into Singapore and worked as a cleaner. I think this is the first trading podcast in Malaysia also, right?
Correct. And we name this podcast as
Traders Corner. Or why do we decided to start a trading podcast?
I still remember during our dinner time, Alan, and I asked Alan about what is the thing actually we can do together, such as a business and with our skills of trading as experience. So because you see, whenever we have discussed about trading life, our trading strategy, our trading mindset, this thing during our hangout together, we will have some idea that pop up. But then the thing is, the ideas or the experience is just between you and me, just two of us. And so for those who want to learn the real trading, they must have the circle like us, or they must have to pay someone to learn all of this. There is a lot of people struggling on the trading, right? They don't know what is the actually real trading world look like. So I think that by sharing this thing is very entertaining and it's very useful for people who like to know more about trading.
Yeah, so I think a lot of traders out there, they cannot meet traders like us. Those have been traded for 10 years.
Most likely they will meet, is like
Scammer,
marketer and
you know.
full margin traders, so-called in TikTok maybe.
Yeah, so
Okay.
those who have made trading a living, I mean, it's very rare. So it's very difficult for you to meet people like us. And that's why I've decided to do something that other than just sharing session like this, but it can inspire everyone around us. By sharing our experience publicly, we can empower a lot of traders. In the future episodes, they can share their trading experience, their trading skill, their trading knowledge, their trading mindset as well. And I believe this podcast or Traders Corner podcast is going to transform a lot of traders' lives, right?
I agree. So the VIP might be the person that they don't know, because most likely we will invite a silent trader
Silent traders,
and the real trader and the hedge fund manager,
platform traders,
maybe investor,
trading coach,
and so on.
and many more.
So today in our first episode, we have Alan T here.
And we have CZ Key here.
Hi everyone. So Alan, maybe you can introduce yourself to the audience out there. I know you are very famous in Malaysia, but maybe you want to share with the audience from overseas.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Alan T, and I have been trading for 11 years. And I've known CZ for
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So it's a very long time. We have trading for so many years. And recently, a few years ago, 5 years ago, I started teaching. And I started to have students all over the world in Hong Kong, Malaysia, of course, Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia, New Zealand, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and many more. So it's been a very good, fulfilling journey for me as a trader. How about you, Ki?
So, well, I've been trading for the past 6 years, I guess. So what I got into trading is, I'm sure that many people out there will see people posting their profit, the blue profit showing off in the Instagram account. Back then we don't have TikTok yet. So we just have the Instagram, Facebook, all the things. So I got into trading is because of all this profit. It's very easy money. They mention it's very easy money. You just have a simple button click, buy or sell, and you can make a profit.
$100 to $10,000 in 10 months.
10,000 US dollar. And imagine that by the time it's 3.3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
3 to 3
When we
or
were first
3.8, something.
3.3, 3.4, 3.5.
So imagine that you're making 1,000 US dollar and you have switched to Ringgit Malaysia. It's like 4,000
Times
something.
3.5 times,
And imagine that you are just like 20 years old. Wow. So this is very good money and living in Malaysia. So I got into trading because of this. So at first, I joined into Forex market. It's also get scammed by others.
Oh.
Okay. So-called
money game?
Is it? Yeah, definitely money game. So you just deposit 1,000, you can get consistent income like 10%, 15% per month. So it's very good money. So I just got into and I don't even get my payout by the time. So after that, I got into trading signal.
Okay.
So you just give...
So wait, the money game, you just lost all your capital?
Yeah, of course.
The people run away?
Not to say run away, because they say that someone hacked into their MT4. So imagine that I hear this thing is like 6 to 7 years ago, and until today, we still have the victims like this.
Oh, really? AI is everywhere. everyone gets scammed.
I think every month you can see the Facebook group, people are posting out. It's all scammed by others. Okay. And I joined the Signal group, which I pay about $50 per month. So at first, of course, we are making money by following the signal. But at the time, I don't even know what is the risk management, what is the risk reward ratio, money
Don't know
management.
anything about trading.
I just know how to buy and sell only.
Okay, how to make $100 to $10,000 fast.
Correct. And currently, I'm a full-time trader. I am a prop firm trader, and I also help people to recover their account capital.
Uh,
And of course, I'm silent trader at this moment. Alan, I just want to ask,
no, wait. Before that, do you know how I got into trading?
yeah, how you got into trading actually? Just now you just mentioned half of it.
Oh, you wanted to ask this?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a very funny story. So when I was 10 years old, I watched the news. It was 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is a news time, right, in the TV. So I watched the news. The reporter was doing some market analysis about the stock. She was sharing about American tobacco. I was like, oh, wow. It was, I think, 14, 16 ringgit or so. And I told my mom, Ma, you should buy the stock. You'll be rich. Everyone is smoking nowadays. And then she was like, keep quiet, go study. Went to your room.
Typically Asian man, right?
Asian mom. And then, many years later, the stock of American tobacco, if you look at the chart, the highest was at 60 plus ringgit. And I told my mom, Ma, you see, if you bought that time, now we are rich. And she's like, nah, you want to buy, is it? Then you study hard, you make a lot of money, then you can buy whatever you want. So yeah, that time it planted a seed. The seed to where I got interested into trading, If that time I invested like maybe 1,000, it was, let's say, $16 ringgit. And then a few years later, it became like 5 times, 6 times return, it's big, right?
Yeah.
So the seed was planted, but I got nowhere to start. I don't know what should I do, or maybe I should wait until I got into college and then study finance or stuff, so that I can start the trading career. But funny enough, when I was in STPM, when I was in my tuition, the math tuition, the math teacher didn't teach me math.
Oh, so what she teach?
It's a he. Okay, so he is like Jekgu Santa. Okay, Santa teacher. He's an Indian math guru. He's a very good
Shout out to Jacob Santa here.
So he was a very good math teacher. So he helped me in my math. I got A in my math. And then from 6, I went to him again. But this time he stopped teaching. He got lazy. So I was like, what is he doing? I got curious. So I walked into his room. So the tuition is in his house, So I walked into his room and he's doing trading. So I was like, don't teach me math, Ken. Teach me how to trade. So that's how I got exposure. That's how I learned trading. That's when I started to trade, when I was 18 years old.
Okay. So do you take any courses or you learn all by yourself?
At first, I watched YouTube, like many of you did. Then I got nowhere. So I started to bought ebooks, bought courses, online courses. And then I started to try and error by myself.
I see. You see, trading for me, difficult business. It's very challenging. So what is the turning point from loss to maybe become break even or even become profit right now? What is the turning point?
What is the turning point? Yeah, yes. Everyone think that trading is the easiest way to make quick money.
Correct.
But to be honest, it is one of the hardest way to make easy money, right? So my turning point was, I think, from loser. That's when I thought, trading is easy. I can make quick money, $100 to $10,000 maybe in a few weeks. Then I can buy BMW 6 Series, And that was why I got stuck into a losing cycle. And then slowly I got into break even. I started to know that the turning point was my mindset has shifted, where I started to feel that, it's not about get rich quick. It's about doing the right things. So then I slowly, from losing a lot of money or all my capital.
How much do you lose that time?
I deposit $100 a time, then I keep burning that $100 every 90 days.
It's very normal.
For many years. 3 years, 4 years without any withdrawal.
So you got all this money by saving?
Savings. I work. My ex-girlfriend funded my trading career. She trusted me.
Okay.
And she left me because after many years of not seeing result, and I went into Singapore and worked as a cleaner. I wash dishes to earn some Sing dollar to fund my trading career. So I do a lot of things just to fund my trading career. Yeah.
So when is the time that you realize that trading is for you? Trading is actually can be a real business that giving you the real money and cover all your expenses. So when is the time that you are know that you're going to win this game, Alan?
So I think it's about when I feel like I have already succeeded. Right. So I'm not sure about you. In my case, it's split into three different journey, three different phases. Phase number one is when I feel like I don't want to tell anyone I was a trader. I'm doing trading. I started trading. I'm proud of trading. No, that's when I lose a lot of money. I was a loser at the time. I was afraid to tell people that I'm a trader. I trade the market because I wasn't making any money. And I felt so shy, ashamed. And I was always worried that if I told someone, or maybe she will disagree with me, and she will say that, trading is useless. You should get a proper job. It's a gambler. And then I was so worried about how other people see of me, like think of me. And if I fail, then they will say something like, Alan, I told you so. That's how our mom always said this to us.
Especially the closest one will tell.
Yeah. It's so stressed out and so stressed out. So that's why I never dare to mention this. I'm doing trading. I'm starting trading. No, I never try to ask for support from anyone. Just on my own. Okay. Then, second phase, it's when I started to make some money. That's when I grew from, I think the first big profit that I made was from $500 to $8,000 in 2 years.
Wow, that's very good return.
Yeah, in 2 years, consistently doing the right things over and over again. That was when I first started to feel like, trading is okay. But I feel proud of myself. I never share to anyone that I'm doing trading. If people ask me, Alan, what do you do for a living? Since you already graduated from university, so what do you do? I never told them that, I'm doing trading. No, I tell them that I'm doing IT, I'm doing marketing, social media, the new stuff that old people don't know.
Okay, online.
Yeah, the online stuff, nobody knows what it is. If I feel something, you can make money for me, but actually I was doing trading. So funny enough, I still don't want to share this because I feel inferior despite making some money. Yeah, but many years later, few years later, when I started to teach my trading skill, to share my trading skills to the public, and when I started to have my first fund, 6 figures from an investor, and then when I first started then prop firm came along, right? And that was when I started to make some serious income from trading. Then I feel like, hey, I'm proud. And not just that I'm proud because I made a lot of money from trading, but because I have clients that I mentored, they make money from trading as well. So even one of them just made 6 figures.
Wow. From the prop trading?
Trading capital and then make 6 figures withdrawal. Yeah. We will invite him one day.
I see. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, so that's when I started to feel proud of myself. It's like a fulfilling journey, And not just that, I also discovered myself, like my emotions, my mental strength. And like I said just now, trading is one of the hardest way for you to make easy money, right? But you conquer it. So don't you feel a sense of
the fulfillment,
accomplishment, right?
Yes.
Right. So that's when I feel proud. So now people ask me, Alan, what do you do for a living? I'm a day trader. I'm a trader. I make trading a living.
Okay. So
how about you?
By the time I just switched to become full-time trader this year.
Okay.
So when I tell people that I am the full-time trader, right? So the things that I will get is very annoying. People will just ask me to help them to trade. They will just say that, I have the $100, $500, 1,000.
Right.
CZ, can you help me to trade?
Yeah. It's annoying.
It's so annoying. That's why until today, I want to become a silent trader. I don't want to trade any funds from others. Because of the smaller fund size, actually their mental and their mindset for me, it's wrong. Because you know what is their expectation, Alan?
What?
they expect me, they pour today, get flipped tomorrow. For example, like 1,000, flip 2,000 tomorrow.
Ooh, ooh. Wow.
Actually, we can
That's
do
ambitious.
it.
Yeah.
We can do it. But the thing is, are they able to take the risk with the 100% risk? So in trading,
Are they willing to lose all their
correct, because
investment?
trading is risk and reward. If we are risking the 100% of 1,000, of course, with 1 to 2 target ratio, we can flip
Okay.
into 3,000 plus the capital. But the thing is, they are not willing to take it, Alan. And the drawdown they are looking for is less than 5%. And they are expecting 100%. So this is I would get annoyed when I tell people that I am full-time trader right now. Do you face this thing?
Yeah, from now and then, because I teach trading, so people would come and approach me, ask me to trade for them, like $500, $1,000, $5,000, small account. The biggest account I think was 200K ringgit. But I had to turn them down. Number one is because expectations. Yes, they want to flip their account. And another mindset they have is it's actually will affect your performance because of their mindset they have. And they will just keep asking you questions. Alan, how's the trade going? Am I making money now? Can I withdraw already?
That's the problem when they
Am I
have
rich
your
now?
WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they will call you every night.
And don't you think they will bring their emotions, their excitement onto your trading performance? They affect your trading performance.
Correct. They will question why you place this trade.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is your SL? Why you are going to TP this area and not that area?
The worst case is when they disagree with your trades, but they still ask you to trade for them.
It's so funny. But the thing is, I realized that the bigger fund size investor mindset is different with the so-called retail. So do you have any investor with bigger fund size that fund in you?
Yes, like I said, my turning point was the 100K dollar that was invested in me. But because he was also a trader, so he knew that kind of returns, realistic returns, which is 3 to 8% per month, which is achievable for me for many months. And for me, and he never questioned about my trades, everything, my performance, as long as the drawdown is okay, it's there. It's not hit the like a prop firm rules, As long as I do not breach the drawdowns, I'm fine. So for me, it's okay. It's not that stressed out if I trade bigger capitals, trading capitals. But I think you have a different story, like you told me just now during the car, right?
Yeah.
You told me that rich people also have very greedy expectations, right?
Because of like this, I have my experience with helping people to recover their account. So of course it's a bigger fund size, but the thing is,
How big is it?
it's also 200K US dollar.
Ringgit? Oh, dollar.
Okay, so compared to the retail trader, actually, for me they are both human. So human for me is very greedy, and they are expecting is high return. And for so-called rich people, they may have their own mindset, they have their own ego, and they expect you follow the rules that they set and not the rules that you set for yourself. But actually, to become a profitable, I think you should respect the trader, and also you should respect the
Do not meddle with our trades.
Yes, correct. And the expectation of the trader you should have is how much you are willing to lose and what is the expected return. If the trader is showing you the result like this and the rules, I think you should follow. Because of the experience I got, then right now,
You don't want to take any fun.
I don't want to take any fund. And luckily, we have prop firm here. And I'm trading prop firm without any stressful things. Because prop firm is giving us the bigger fund size with the...
With no restrictions.
Restriction, yes, with the drawdown and
Yeah,
everything.
small
But
piece.
the mentally that we are having is lesser compared to the public that we know. So I think prop firm, or if let's say you got any investor that is like-minded like you, I think it's a very good relationship you should keep going on. And if let's say you are having so-called stranger or the person you just meet, better avoid this thing to get the funds for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with prop firms because it's a shortcut for a lot of traders right now. But what do you think though? To grow small trading accounts or just take the prop firm challenge?
Okay. So recently we see there is a lot of people promoting their strategy, their broker in TikTok, flipping the account 100 to 1,000, 5,000. For me, that is not right or wrong. It's just that you have to find the skills that match with your personality. Flipping account is also can make money. Growing a small account is also can make the money. As long as you can keep it with your own personality and you can make trading as a living. So both is not right or wrong for me. But
Yes.
most of the time that we are seeing the flipping account, full margin account, actually, you didn't see it from the other side. So I know some of the trader that flipping account, they are earning a lot of money. Actually, they are not risking 100% of their so-called saving account into trading. Actually, they are diversified into maybe 10 account.
Okay.
But then the thing is the public is seeing just one account of the 10.
So you're saying maybe they have $1,000, but
they split into
they split into 10
of 100 account.
$100, and then they just full margin or high risk or
Actually, it's the same way with, for example, you have 1,000 account and you have 100 US dollar account.
okay.
So it's just like when you didn't tell the people this thing, you are misleading them for me. So the public think that, okay, this is going very easy.
Of course, we
Like we
only want
mentioned
to
just now.
show good things to other people, right?
Yeah, because when you are deposit the 100 and you full margin with bigger lot size, of course, they are earning the commission.
Okay, understand. Ew.
So for me, like you have to find yourself the strategy or the trading style that match with your own personality. So for me, right, if let's say you ask me to full margin, definitely I can't do it because I will very stressed. Even is the $500 or $1,000 to flip the account, because I will feel very stressful when I want to key in my bank details to deposit into the broker the second time, the third time.
Why?
I don't know. This is my personality because of very stressed out of this.
So you rather so split into 10?
No, I mean that I would just rather to have a bigger fund size account compared to keep on deposit one by one. It will affect my psychological level.
I see. I see. Oh, and for me, I see it this way. Yes, you can grow money like trading small accounts. You can grow money trading the big capital. I mean, yeah, you can full margin small accounts and make 100% return every now and then, or you can grow 10% return on your big capital. Which one is easier for me or for you?
For me, it's like growing consistent 10% per month with the bigger fund size.
Which is easier, right?
Correct.
But I won't still say growing small account full margin. It's cannot be done. It's still feasible.
You still can.
Yeah, you still can. I mean, you can do it. I saw a lot of people are doing it. I do have friends who are doing it. But can you handle the stress though?
Correct.
Let's say you have $10,000 account
You're
and you full margin it.
50%, 60%.
Yeah, 50% down. You're floating negatively, and it was 12 a.m. midnight.
Oh, I can't
You're
sleep.
going to sleep. Can you sleep?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. So can you handle that kind of stress dealing with that serious 50%, 60%, or even 80% of floating, negative floating? Which one is more easier for you to handle, right?
I think that's the time that I realized that I am more prefer on trading a bigger fund size with the proper risk, which is less than 5%. Because the time that I'm floating, like you mentioned, 80% of my account, I feel very stressful. And I ask myself, actually, why I got into trading? Is it I want to trading help me to make money, or I make money for trading?
Yes.
So I question myself, I reflect it, and I realize that this is not the things that I want.
Correct.
And slowly I test out, and I realized that growing steady is the way that I prefer.
I see. Yeah, you don't have to be stressed out or lifeless in trading. Trading should be enjoyable. Like, you don't have to care about trading, just one button, two buttons, like buy or sell here. And 2 days later, maybe you make a 1%, 2% return. And a month later, you can withdraw 5 figures or even 6 figures on the good times. For me, that's good enough. That's why I also prefer, like you, I also prefer trading the big capital.
I think the trader out there need to understand one thing, which is the coin, the cost of living. So the cost of living means that you have to understand how much is your monthly commitment and how much is your monthly expenses. So we do a very simple mathematic. So for example, if let's say my money commitment is 5,000 US dollar, so 5,000 US dollar, if let's say my performance is around 5 to 10% in a month. Per month. So I just simply divide the 5,000 US dollar divide into the 5%. So that's the preferable capital that you can start. So for example, 2,005% divided into 5% is 100,000 US dollar, 100,000 K. So by understanding this cost of living, that can help you to understand what is actually the monthly target or per annum target.
It's like the reverse calculations. So before you decide how big of a capital you need, you calculate how much you need to survive first.
Correct. So if let's say you have no idea what is the capital that you are going to have, and you will just stay on this level that you can't break up and have a much capital because you just click flipping or you just trading with 1,000 US dollar or 500 US dollar.
You're going nowhere.
Correct. And you have no idea what is the target and what is the purpose. You keep doing the same things without growing up.
It's like you're making progress, but actually you're still at the starting point. You're not going anywhere, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think what you're trying to say is when we reverse calculate $5,000 and I can make, I'm confident enough to make 2% a month on average. So which means I will need to have 100K US dollars.
Sorry, just now if 5% is less than that.
So 2% return for you to cover $5,000 every month is $250K. And you can get that from profits.
Actually, the bigger capital, you have a lot of where to get it. Maybe the platform, the easiest one. Or maybe you have your own saving, your friend,
Investment.
your friend, family, investor, or the copy trade in broker that provide. So there is a lot of way to help you to get this capital.
Yes.
But the thing is, before the capital, you have to come up with your own trading system, which you have the trading strategy, the proper risk and reward,
Proven record.
risk management, how you're going to enter a trade, how you're going to hold a trade, and how you're going to execute it. So this is the thing that you must have before you get into a bigger fund size or capital.
Like you have to have a solid foundation before we go and take the profit
Of
challenge.
course, definitely people won't give you the money if let's say you without any proven record.
Yeah. So you think take investors' money easier or prop firm trading easier?
For me, of course, it's prop firm because the prop firm, the starting capital is very less. And as long as you can pass the phase 1 and phase 2, it means that you are keep consistent drawdown low and maximizing the profit.
Yes.
So for me, every investor would like to see this kind of result. As long as you can keep your daily drawdown less than 5% and you can get the monthly consistent like 8%, it's very good. It's very good result. So comparing with investor, maybe they are expecting more and they are expecting 10 to 20% per month.
Right.
So this is the thing that the trader out there should be considered to join prop firm.
And for those who don't know, CZ, he is actually a funded trader from TFT and he got few interviews with the CEO of TFT. So yeah, he's a good trader. Okay. And me,
Alan as well. He also the 7-figure prop firm trader, not only from TFT and also FTML, right?
yeah, FTMO. And I once got into the leaderboard, like as a top 10 best traders and the
In the
only
world.
Malaysia. Yeah, the only Malaysia in the leaderboard. But it's a small thing.
Yeah, he's the only Malaysian that got into trading board last time.
Yeah, now a lot. Lah. But anyway, so that's why we chose prop firms, CZ and I. The reason why we chose prop firm because number one, it's easier. Number two, we don't have to deal with the stress of flipping our accounts. I mean, yeah, we can flip our accounts like 100,000, 1,000 to 10,000. I mean, it can be done, right?
Can.
But can it be duplicated easily?
And consistent in very long
Consistently?
term.
Can?
The long term that I mentioned here is not like a week or a month.
No.
We are looking for 5 years, 10 years. Correct.
Yeah. But it cannot be duplicated that for that kind of like, and it's so stressed out. Like 10 years later, you still want to have nightmares every day. Every night you sleep. I think you sacrifice your lifespan to flip your account.
The cost of opportunity is not the money matter, it's the time.
And I do agree with what you're trying to say just now. That do you want to be lifeless and stressed out to become a trader? Is that why you got into trading? No, right? You want to be happy and enjoy life. So trading big capitals, it's the answer, I think. But should traders like take big capital or big prop firm challenge right away? What do you think?
For me, I don't think so.
Why?
Because, like I mentioned, they must have their own foundation first, which they have their own trading system. What is the reason they entry? They have their own strategy. What is the reason that they are going to buy or sell this market? So, if let's say they have this thing, for me, it's good enough to start in a prop firm rather than the retail broker, because I think minimum for starting in prop firm is less than $100 for 10,000 account. If I'm not mistaken,
really?
I think it's 49. Maybe you can just get Google it and do some research. You can get into prop firm.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is study their rules.
Understand the
rules.
game.
Yes. So Alan, I got some question to ask you. So people says that trading is very difficult.
Okay.
And do you do any difficult things that before you are making profitable? Because I hear some of your students mention that Alan do the backtest screenshot like 1,000, 2,000. Is it true?
Oh yeah. Head and shoulder, head and shoulders chart pattern. I think 2017, 2018, I took 1,000 screenshots on head and shoulders patterns only.
1,000?
1,000. Just one pattern only. And imagine I have 7 trading patterns. Head and shoulders was one of it. And head and shoulder alone already 1,000. So I do at the point where until I took 1 week. I took 1 week. It's not one day. It cannot be done in one day. I took 1 week, 4-hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame, GBP yen, Euro US dollar, all the pairs. 1 week. Until a point I feel like I want to vomit seeing the head and shoulder pattern. Yeah. But you know how it helps me though? Do you watch Naruto?
No, I don't.
Do you know about Naruto and Sasuke? You know Sasuke has Sharingan, right?
I don't know. To be
Oh
honest.
shit.
Maybe, yeah, you can
You don't
continue.
have childhood. So yeah, it's like my eyes got turned on.
Okay. Like the
Sharingan
third
is on.
eye?
Yeah, the third eye, so I can see the head and shoulder right away. Until right now, when I look at the chart, within a minute, I already know what kind of patterns I'm looking at, what kind of structures I'm looking at. Within 1 or 2 minutes, I can decide whether I want to buy, sell, or no trades.
I think it's in your subconscious mind already.
Yes, it's planted into my subconscious mind. How? 1,000 screenshots.
So the trader out there, are you going to,
Do you have this kind of commitment?
and are you willing to do the 1,000 screenshot before you got into the trading?
Are you willing to sacrifice? Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the hard things I did in trading. Outside of trading, still got more. Okay. Outside of trading, what I do is I wake up at 5 every day.
Yeah, the 5 a.m. club.
5 a.m. club. I try to not every day, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. And also I work out every day. Right. I heard you are doing working out also, right?
I just started because of I need to maintain my health. Because for me, trading is not about psychological, but physical as well. You must have the energy to look at the chart. So people think that trading, for me, I stay with my chart, I think more than 8 hours per day. I show up every day.
You look at the chart 8 hours a day?
Yeah, look at it.
Wow.
But at the same time, I do some...
Yoga.
No, I do some video recording with my strategy.
Okay.
And I do the study, read the book,
Make babies.
play some games as well. So it's not that I'm trading 8 hours per day, but I'm showing up.
Throughout the days. Yeah.
I'm showing up and look at the chart, back test. So that's the things that I think if the newbie that want to got in trading, they must have this kind of mindset first.
Work ethic.
Yeah.
But you trade so many years though, and you funded now. You got interviewed a few times. Do you still backtest?
Of course, there's the time that we will have our consistent drawdown, our consistent lose. So when you have the consistent profit, you will never have the mindset that you are going to do the bad test because of the ego.
Yes.
You will
feel
think
like,
that
I already conquered it.
trading is very easy.
Backtest is for the loser.
Of course. So but then of course we will have the time that we have drawdown. When we have the drawdown, is the best time that we look into our own, reflect it. What's the problem? Is it normal or abnormal? The normal means that you are risking the same amount. So for me, if let's say I am having consistent lose like 5 straight, but then each of the trade is different, entry reason, then for me it's fine. Because by the time end of the day or end of the week, I know I'm going to win because of the risk reward. So the minimum risk reward for me is 1 to 2. So with the 1 to 2 risk reward, definitely I have winning rate with 33%, I can have a break even. So if let's say I have risk reward 1 to 3, the break even percentage is even lower. So if let's say I am having the consistent lose, how am I going to comfort myself is I flip the coin 10 times and seeing that how's the result. So maybe let's say example 50-50 with the risk reward 1 to 2, definitely I'm going to win.
So you bring your coins to put you back into the state of probabilistic thinking.
Correct. On my table, I have my coin, I have my calculator, I have my MacBook, I have my screen, and I prepare myself every single day.
I see. This kind of food acting. And I know, see Jack, he also have a Discord channel and he will write his trading thoughts.
Correct. Whenever I have my something that in my mind.
And I do that also. I do that also because of him.
I prefer write it down. Because you see, even...
See, I also do this. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but I also do the same thing after you suggested.
You see, you can't remember what is the last month, 5th of July.
Yeah, can you name 20 trades that you traded last month?
I can't.
Cannot.
Even the past 2 days ago, I can't remember.
But you do write down all your trades, right?
I do write down and I do review back every weekend. I am not encouraged that you review your trade during the same day, but the weekend. It's because of when you review back on the same day, it will affect your emotion.
Yes.
The next day, you are still thinking that,
Yes.
what is the things that I made yesterday? What is the mistake? Why is it I make this silly mistake? But if let's say you are viewing this on weekend, says that Saturday, and you still have the time to recover your emotion on Sunday. Maybe you can work out, enjoy your family time, exercise, then prepare yourself on Sunday night.
See, so technical. So this is how a real trader think.
By the way, because of I am a systematic trader, so everything for me, I am more on.
It can broke down logically, Yeah. I mean, this is how traders think. So specific, so systematic, so technical. Not many traders can do that. They just want profits. Saturday, Sunday, they can't wait for Monday to trade. I feel like I got nothing to do. I'm so lifeless. I need to work hard. I need to make more money. So Monday faster to come. Then faster come. Then they can trade. This is how normal traders do, right?
Correct. And they are excited on the Monday, but the preparation is not ready.
Yeah, they just excited to hit the buttons, to recover the loss, to make more money.
For me, it's like gambling.
Get rich quick.
It's like gambling. They just want to get rich quick. And when you enter the trade, it's 50-50.
Yes, either win or lose.
Either win or lose. If let's say you didn't set any break even. So I think forget about the excitement. Trading is very peaceful when you are making money for me.
Trading should be
What do you think?
For me, it's you should not feel happy over the top about trading. You should not feel depressed about trading. It should be zen. Yeah, something like that. Zen. So no emotions, no fluctuations of emotions. Okay, so you can handle the stress. You can handle the chart. That's the easiest time for you to make profits when you are in the zen mode. Yes. So, yeah, that's for me. That's the easiest time for me to make profits. Okay. How about you? Oh, no. Before I ask you, my easiest time to make profits is when I am the busiest.
Oh,
Because other than trading, I also have businesses and stuff. So
Okay.
when I'm at my busiest, I don't look at the chart that often. Guess what?
you're making profit.
I make more profits than when I spend more time looking at the chart.
I think that's the reason that why you start joining the podcast with me together, is it?
Because we got nothing to do. Huh? Or we want to do more things.
For me, it's very boring after I switched into full-time trader. I thought that full-time trader is very challenged, but when I become full-time trader, it actually very boring, to be honest.
Full time is boring. That's
Very
why I
boring.
never ask my clients to be a full time trader. Do business.
When I want to become, when we become the full-time trader, I think we have to do something that value to the public, so we will feel the fulfillment. That's why we started this podcast.
Correct.
And what do you see this podcast in the future?
I hope we can do this consistently. Okay, because this is our first episode. So I hope there will be episode number 2, 3, 4, 5. We get more and more guests. Eventually we get international guests, so we can do international events, right? Big events to really empower traders. Like you said, we got together because we got bored. And we went out to Starbucks. We hang out at Starbucks and to discuss what we can do as a full-time trader. We came out with the idea of doing podcasts together. And we decided to do podcasts and then to see what can be achieved from podcast trading. And since we have time, so why don't we use this time to share our knowledge publicly to each other as well and to the public, to everyone who listens to this podcast, to watch the podcast. I hope everyone will get the insights and to learn from legit traders. I believe some of you will get some insights today to see how really a good trader thinks. And that's why I think the podcast is essential. I'm not regret doing it. So I think if I were to do something, I'll do it big. I'll make sure I'm successful. I never give up trading, even despite 5 years of no withdrawal, keep losing money. Even girlfriend left me. I never give up, right? So if I were to do something, I'll never give up. So if I decide to do the podcast, I'll never give up too. So let's hope this can grow bigger, right?
Okay, so for this podcast, right, I have request Alan that we must give some benefit at the end of the podcast. So Alan, I know that you are doing your masterclass next month.
Yeah.
So can I request some free ticket and give away to the audience out there?
Giveaway, yeah. So
Maybe like 2 or 3 tickets to the audience out there. Because this is our
Okay.
first episode, right, Alan?
Sure. So if I were to do a masterclass, we can do a giveaway. But the details of it, we will discuss and see how to do maybe the lucky draw stuff. But yeah, we can give out few tickets to learn for free, the masterclass, to the lucky people out there that are listening to this.
I think we don't give it very easy way. I think if let's say this video is going to hit 1,000 views,
Yeah.
Okay.
First podcast, 1,000 views. Yeah, then give out few tickets. 10.
and of course the requirement is like, share, subscribe our YouTube channel,
And yes, the details we will
put in
share.
the link below. Right?
Yeah.
The
We will
description.
put in the link below. We will share it in our Instagram. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay. So how do you think about the first podcast?
For me, at first, it's very stressful. But I see it in the future when we gather a lot of silent trader, investor, broker.
Yeah, it is a good potential. And we are the first ever trading podcast in Malaysia. And I think we can do it big. We can invite a lot of,
And actually, we have a list of the VIP already.
we are going to invite locally and internationally.
So I'm very excited on doing this and providing this kind of value to the public so that they can see how the true trading world look like.
Not like those TikTokers, how to
Flipping the
flip the accounts,
account.
full margin layering, and then
Fly, 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 fly.
and then lose everything. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, so we are trying to transform the mindset in the trading community, and we hope we can do that.
And we make it transparency, the most important thing.
It's transparency. If you want to go long, we have to go transparent.
If you want to see my account, you can just hook me up and I can show you my MT4.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all about it. First episode. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you learned something new. All right. Maybe you can comment below the gurus that you want us to do podcasts with, the traders that you want us to do podcasts with, and your thoughts, your opinions, your feedback. And we'll see you in the
Next episode.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. My name is Alan.
And I'm Sizaki.
My name is Alan.
And I'm Sizaki.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.